and welcome to Magic Gathering Strat. I'm Binkabi, and this will be a Battle for Zendikar Prerelease draft. It's the only thing I have time for anyway, and to be clear, I'm not very familiar with the set. I missed the real pre-release and so forth, so it will be a learning experience here. Cast color spells, no. This one I think is pretty good though. Yes. And this is the... okay, it becomes very big. And that's the drainer. Draw cards I like. It's right. So, of the cards I've tested, I don't think there is a lot to be said here besides the Royal's Retribution. The Olomog's the spoiler seems fine, the Cutthroat seems fine. Seek the Winds is... yeah, exactly. I think Royal's Retribution is a fine start. Double white is maybe not the best, but we will see. Well, we can continue on the white removal path, Gideon's Reproach. What do? Aren't you pretty good? 2... this is a 5/5 for 6 that comes with 2 1/1s. And you can tap. That seems pretty strong to me. What do? Alright. No. Not too fond of allies. It's not really my thing. That's a ramper, and you... yeah, that one is pretty good too, I think. I actually like this one too, but maybe not... here, I think Runner of Hope seems pretty sweet. I'm not sure where I'm going with this, but it's a pretty large one. It comes with additional bodies and you can activate them right away, so forth. What do we get here? So it's a 3/3 for 6 that comes with... okay. Flash Flying. Okay. Well, I like that. So you get a decent flyer, and you get to counter a spell, given that you have met the conditions. Okay. Anticipate, Spider, Stupid Flyers. What do? Okay. So I'm actually not really sure what I want to be doing yet. This seems to me like the strongest card. It doesn't go well with Royal's Retribution though. But I mean, there is no good white cards, and this might be decent, but probably not. So I'm just gonna take the Nullifier, see where it leads us. So what do we have here? Mist Intruder I've liked, the little I've played with them. This one is also pretty good. Just because it also prevents damage. I mean, it's if they have a colorless burn spell, for example, it does that too. What do? Okay, that's not very good. Swell of Growth seems decent. Just my observation. What do? Okay, so it's another count spell. I'm not that into count spells, but I do think this is pretty good. So I'm gonna take that and see where we go from here. This one also seems extremely good. And Blighted Fen. I do like to use lands. Rush of Ice I think is pretty good too. We might be on the right track here. And that's the Bouncer. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take Grip of Desolation. That seems really good. And this is also a thing. I mean, first of all, it's unlikely that all of the players here know the pick order, the correct one, if such a thing exists. But you get it. It's hard to justify, for example, taking this over this, for example. I mean, I wouldn't do that. But I picked this first, and I haven't seen much white since. But we got this pretty late. This just feels really good to me. lands are very important and creatures are important, so getting a nice 2-for-1 seems good to me. And a pretty nice big thing and some value. It just feels good to me. Okay, so we got an Anticipate, got the Griffin, which is pretty good if we were going back to white or 3 colors, but I would like to stay away if I can. That's the discard one. So what would I rather have? Anticipate or the discard creature? Probably the discard creature, actually. And there's nothing else here, right? No. No. Decent. No, I think that's fine. So we got a bunch of red cards. We've got another Anticipate, and now might be time. I do like value, but I think Anticipate is fine. Okay. Decent removal. What do you do? Yeah, that's probably the pick. Don't need that, and this puts it on top, right? Yeah. This seems pretty good. Stops everything from attacking and boosts the toughness on 1, 2, 3, 4 of our 4 creatures. Yeah, that seems pretty good to me. Probably off white at this point, unfortunately, but this one seems super strong to me. But this one wield, it feels decent to me. What do you do? 3/5, and we can loot. I'm not too fond of looting, but I'm not too fond of a 1/1 either, I guess. Alright, looting it is. Or, yeah, looting it is, right. What do you do? Is it the return one? Yeah. I'm gonna take that and try to send the best signals I can. We're lacking the engine cards, but to be fair, we have only seen the Mist Intruder. We have not seen anything else besides the 1/1 for 1 black, and at that point we didn't know that we would go blue-black. Decent one. I mean, if we're going any other color than the ones that we are having, it would probably be white, so I'm gonna take Tandem Tactics. This also seems pretty good to me. It's just a little bit of everything. You win combat, you get in for an extra point of damage probably, and you gain some life. It seems like a very flexible card, and not too expensive either. I could easily see this cost 3. This is still decent. This is also decent. And this one is gaining life. I'm gonna take it, but not foreseeing playing it. Hopefully not. This is not the gain life deck. I mean, if you play like one of those and one of the... I think it's 4 mana. Okay, strong signals here. I'm not really... Yeah, flyers are pretty good. I do like the void creatures. I'm gonna take the void creature. I get that the flyers are pretty good, but I just want to send signals, and having many devoid creatures seems good if you can get more of the what should I call them, lords. There is one that gives them plus in attack too. To each creature. Okay, so it's good, but it's not super good. Attacks. Okay, we got a Blighted Fan. We got a Rolling Thunder. We probably have to take this though. It seems really good. This one is good. That one is pretty good too. This one is good. I mean, I would like to take one of the red cards. Rolling Thunder. It's pretty strong, I have to say. But I guess we will take Benthic Infiltrator. Will we wheel anything? 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe, 5, 6, 7, 8. Probably not, but This one seems very important. So here we have that mind control thing. Here we got a sweeper with awaken. That seems pretty good. What do you do? Okay, that's pretty good. Okay. Yeah, here's a pretty good removal. Maybe we should take that. That one is also pretty good. Removal seems good though. This one is also pretty good, I think. But removal is good. Is the spot removal better than this though? It kills our Merc Striders. Mist Intruder. I wonder if this is better. Awaken I found to be pretty strong. I'm gonna take the spot removal. I'm not certain that we need that sweeper thing, we will see. Russifies, and this is the kind of unblockable. Frosty, that's a Scryer, and that one I don't want. It's a pretty disappointing pack. I think we just have to take the Windrider Patrol, which seems pretty good though. 4 power flyer for 5, that scries. Could take Russifies, I guess. I'm gonna take the flyer. I like flyers. This one I found to be very good. And we're not fighting anything besides maybe a channeler. Yeah. Touch of Currents I found to be pretty strong. What do you do? Put on as a tap. Okay. Another flyer. So they have to have a card in the graveyard for this to be good. Then we get a Scion. I'm not sure. It's kind of an engine. Don't think this is very good. It's too expensive. I mean, in certain decks it's good. I'm thinking about this one. We already have a lot of 4-drops, I guess. I don't think it's this one. Maybe it is. Engine cards. I'm gonna take this one. See where that goes. What did you do? No. Alter Sweep, I know what that does. But I think this is okay too. I'm gonna take that. I mean, it's an early card. I don't really like discard spells in Limited in general, but this one exiles, which is pretty good too. Here I think it's another Mist Intruder. Yeah. We need the engines. Every time the Mist Intruders hits, it just fuels everything up here. Makes them so much better. I mean, we have the Looter one. We have a Tapper. We have Bouncers. Yeah, it has to be. It has to be the picks. Can't block, regenerate. I'm not super stoked about that. Probably gonna take the land here. Yeah. Lands are good in general. And I'm pretty sure I will be running 18 lands, most likely. Probably gonna do the same thing here. Take a land. I mean, I don't hate the 7-drop, but we're already looking at some pretty expensive activated abilities, and we already have 2 6-drops that are pretty good. 2 cards. So for this to be active, we need to like hit with this and kill something, or hit with this and exile something, then this could be active. But this is also good to draw later in the game. I don't hate where we are right now. Potential cuts. Night Watch. Probably. I'm not sure. I'm fine with all the 4-drops for now. think the Nightwatch is the first one to go if we have to cut a card. Salvage Drone will be my pick, yes. I mean, it's not very impressive, but it ingests cards and do something when it dies. You can't complain for 1 mana. Sure, Rush of Ice is pretty good. I mean, Clutch of Currents is 1 notch above for sure. But this one is not horrible either. I mean, they do the same Awaken thing, but bouncing something is better than tapping something most of the time. Sure, nice Dispel for the sideboard. I'm pretty pleased with where we are. We're almost complete with the deck, and we haven't even reached the third booster yet. I'm still looking at some more engine cards. If I could like cut this and ooh, flyers are good. It could be a potential, but I think the more synergy based you can make a deck, the better. Most of the time, unless you have all the bombs and all the removal and all the card draw. But now we're looking at the luxury of picking lands very highly. Sure. We could have picked the Mind Control spell, but we're looking at playing 2 colors, and we have no Evolving Wilds and no duels, so I'm not counting on playing it for more than 2, and 2 is acceptable but not fantastic. Well, here we get a Mythic, which I think I'm gonna take. Not for the ability, but it's a 5/7 for 6, that's pretty good. Horribly Avery? I would probably take next here. What did you do? It's not impressive. Yeah, this is kind of an empty pack anyways, so 1 more good. High drop's pretty good. Breaker of Armies, really? Another Grip of Desolation. And an Evolving Wilds. There's a Sludge Crawler. We might have to take that. Grip of Desolation is just rawly more powerful. I don't think we need Evolving Wilds. Breaker of Armies is cool and all, but we don't need it right now. Rush of Ice is also cool, but no. I think it's between Sludge Crawler and Grip of Desolation, and right now we have 1, 2 removals, a few tempo plays, counterspell. I mean, I think this is a better card, but I think we will be happier with the Sludge Crawler most of the time, so I'm gonna take that. It's just getting the ingest going from turn 1 is just so big, I think. Akum Hellkite. Okay, it's pretty good. Here we have another shot at the Evolving Wilds. We got the tap land. Yeah, we're gonna pick a land here for sure. Do we want the Evolving Wilds or the tap land? It's kind of interesting. We don't really need a color. I'm just gonna take this one. Okay, this one I just guess is pretty good, but we can't cast it. We're gonna be happy with one of those. So do we want another removal spell or another ingester? We're looking pretty good at them. I'm gonna take the removal here. And now it's time to cut cards if we have to. And judging from this pack, we will not be forced to do that. We could hate the Unnatural Aggression. I think that's the best card here, yeah. Might as well, since we're not gonna pick anything for ourselves. don't see myself playing that. Nor that. I'm not gonna play any of those. That's pretty disappointing. I guess we'll take that and maybe we will play it. Here we go. This is the pack. We got a decent Awaken card and 2 Ingest cards. And I think we'll just take another Infiltrator. Just that they can't be blocked seems pretty good to me. I mean, it's good to have them out early, but now we have Flyers, 1-drops, and unblockable 3-drops. That seems good. So this will be a loot 2. Don't love that. I'm gonna pick it though. Maybe we'll pick up a land, but probably not. And here we will probably take the Dutiful Return. We have to cut a card. I'm looking at one of the 4-drops. Probably a Merc Strider. They do something immediately, which is good. We get a Rush of Ice. Not sure we will play Rush of Ice. We won't play anything else, so might as well. A Clutch of Currents I would probably play, yes. Another one of those. Not super stoked about this. I'm gonna pick the big flyer. In some matchups I can imagine a good big flyer being great. I mean, if we're facing a very defensive wall token deck, maybe we want to bring in like Elemental, Cloud Manta and Coralhelm Guide, maybe. Aggressive. I would have thought this to be pretty good, but maybe not. Sure, we can take an Awaken card. And maybe we'll play this, probably not. Okay. I'm pretty happy where we end up. I think it's a decent one. I guess we will see shortly. Okay. So we got Awaken cards, which are probably never gonna be cast for that mana. But if we have to, it's good to have the option. And Grip of Desolation. 5, 6, 7, 8. And we probably have to cut 2 cards here. We got a removal land, a value land, a tempo land. This one we will keep. This one we will also keep. Not too stoked about this, but I think as a standalone card it's okay. I'm not sure about the split here. I think one of the 4-drops at least has to go. And I could see one of the Rush of Ice go too. Yeah, that's probably correct. I mean, they are very good. Don't get me wrong. They're very good. But I mean, we have exile, spot removal, early things to do, some filtering. I don't think we need to. So it's either the Crypt Cruiser, 1 Merc Strider, or the Mindraker. I think this is worth keeping around. So do we want the very expensive tapping ability, 1 bounce ability that has to have something going for it to be good, or the discard but slightly bigger body? I would guess that this is the worst. I mean, forcing them to discard a card is not horrendous at all, but it's not worth the bounce effect, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna do it like that. And I think 18 lands is okay. We have 2 Awaken cards, 3 6-drops, and we have some looting and tapping that costs mana, pumping. Yeah, I think that's fine. So we're looking at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 versus 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 10, 8. So 9, 6. That seems right. That would give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 black sources. That would make it slightly awkward to cast Grip of Desolation, but it is a late game card. And we will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blue sources, which will be plenty. And we have a colorless land that requires black, but I think that's fine. Yeah, I think this is what I will be running. This spell could be good in some matchups. Yeah, I'm gonna run this and see how it goes. I'll see you shortly for the first match.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, it really helps us out. You can find us on Twitter at MagicGathStrat, Facebook /MagicGatheringStrat, or on the web, magicgatheringstrat.com. There you can find articles and free prize-supported leagues. This is all brought to you by our Patreons and cardhoarder.com. If you enjoyed this content, please consider supporting us at patreon.com/MagicGatheringStrat.